Alrighty, so last time we went down to 2 HP. Load game 5 HP. That's 3 more than I had a minute ago. The most fun experience was eating half my HP, or maybe a little bit more, in one turn when I opened this door. But by slouching a million times, we crushed him. And we got the rune. I see that statue form is at 54% right now. Not that bad. We'll get there. Let's turn off auto pickup. But I do want to take a look at all this stuff. I'm going to grab all these javelins. We have 64, man. If we found... Oh man, apportation was available and we didn't buy it, oh god. I was going to say if we found apportation it might even be worth it to train some throwing, but I don't think so. Just walking around this cold-ass water, or this slow-ass water, rather. Whoa, whoops, it went away. The idea is to take a long time walking around. We're probably safe to just leave shoals, though. Famous last words. So the goal is now to go into Spider and get that rune. Although I don't feel too happy about having to do it with no stat form. We were having trouble in there before. We really are just robbed of experience, so I think what I might do is I might take the time to gain some experience. We'll see. It's not the best turn count that I've ever done in my life. We're at 12,532. We could definitely be a little faster. But we're not going for a world record here. We're just trying to win at this point. I'm willing to do it a little bit slower if it means securing a win. We're actually, I think, 24 hours away from the end of this challenge. Is this the real life, or is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. No escape from the shoals. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Senshi? I am doing fine. I still find it hilarious, by the way, that we found Gyre and Gimbal earlier. At least I think we did. Yeah, we did. Haven't played DCSS in a while, that's true. I'm really only doing this because, you know, because there's a cash reward for this. If I win, anyway. Spectral weapon. I'm going to take the time to kill this. I'm not going to petrify it, because we'd get no piety that way. Okay. So the cool thing is we do have the tools required to do slime. Hey, Fuzzer, what's up, man? We've got our core in the form of these gloves, although it's a little ugly because the gloves are going to merge. In statue form. So we may have to do this in blade hands, which is not so bad, I suppose. I've started training on armed combat, by the way, so we're not completely useless when statue form comes online. We've got blade hands online now, so that's pretty cool. Sure wish I had trained some conjurations. Actually, maybe I'll take that to like 3. That's basically free. So the question is, do I go ahead and try to finish Spider, even though statue form is not really online? I think what I'd like to do is go into layer 5 real fast, and just go into the center real quick, and maybe there will be a little bit of experience in there. Piety, even. Can put me to sleep, that's fine. See, this is where a radiate would be awesome. Come on. Very high chance of getting put to sleep, unfortunately. Well done. This was not the giant pile of experience I was hoping for. We've already more or less fully explored Layer 6. Trying to think of something I could do. I guess maybe I should have spent more time in shoals, although... I mean, that's just dangerous, and the experience gain was probably not worth it. Yeah, I guess we go back to Spider. And we just do it very carefully. As in, running around at full HP as much as possible. Okay. So on layer 3. We got shamed in Spider last time and had to bail. With any luck, that will not happen again. Although we're really not that much, not much has changed really in terms of how strong the character is, unfortunately. I really did just rush straight for stat form. It was probably a mistake. I do not have Senv. However, I do have a potion of curing now, which means that this is not quite as suicidal as it was a minute ago. Okay. Here he is. Nice statue form at 52%. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, man, I thought he would have moved by now, but instead it's just all the same crap. We can beat him, it's just annoying because there's a Tarantella next to me as well. And I really don't want to get confused on my way up the stairs, so I think we have to slouch. Could also Tremor Stones, which would be cute, I suppose, but if I... Thing is, no matter what I do, there's a chance I just get, like, Grasping Roots. And that's very, very bad. Tremor Rock and put it in a 10 now. Yeah, I guess. It's not quite the same as the old Tremor Stone. Much worse, one might say. Yeah, we could just die here. Let's slouch. Okay, let's go up. Good. That's not bad. Go ahead and use our spectral weapon. He can do quite a lot of damage to me per turn, but I have a shield, so pretty decent chance of... Oh! He iron shotted the spectral weapon. Alright. Well, that was a very easy Jorgren. Okay. Son of a bitch. Tarantella's right here again. Thankfully I have 7 slays, so let's take this stuff up. So Tremor Stones has 3 charges. And it's kind of a wacky targeter, which is to say there is no targeter. And there's some very special spoilery rules as to how it works, which I don't really care to look up. But long story short is it's much less reliable than Scattershot was, but it uses Scattershot's damage formula, so all in all it's a worse item, if you ask me anyway. It's better for general use, but terrible for getting you out of bad situations reliably. No targeter seems to be the theme of this version. Yeah, I don't understand why they think that targeters are bad now. I have a feeling that it's just this idea that Ebering had and decided to roll with without any real thought to it being a good idea or not, you know? Okay. Song of Slaying. Spectral Weapon. Okay, I guess we'll just kill this thing. Song of Slaying is a bit awkward under Che when you're walking around, since the duration doesn't last super long. To be honest, Charms in general is in a sorry state. Damn it. I was hoping to have the pigs come by themselves. Alrighty. Well, I haven't forgotten that I have Inner Flame, which I should be using. Or I could just miscast it. 12%. There we go. This is not great, actually. I shouldn't have used all my mana doing that. Took a step away so the explosion would happen while I'm not next to it, yeah. Turkey has invisibility? How did I forget about that? Curious. Menagerie is going to be dangerous. Okay, I'm going to use my Wand of Lightning because I am afraid of Tarantellas. Okay, sadly that one died, but then another one showed up. Okay, we killed what's her face. Hello, NGMet. Awesome. Hey, that worked out really well. Turns out having a +7 mace is really good, even when you only have 5 maces and flails. It's a little awkward to be trying to win with at this point, but whatever. We're not trying to win with it, we're just trying to get statue form online, that's all. Look how fast Irradiate's coming online just from training 2.4 conjurations. Definitely should have gone for that first. It was a big mistake not to do that. Okay, we'll Inner Flame this thing, we'll fail. Inner Flame will fail. And we'll run out of magic. Dat mana, not too much of it. I do have MP -9 for my ring mail. No, we're on mainline right now, mainly because I'm trying to win a cash reward tournament. I think we're going to switch to this leather armor once we have stat form up. In fact, I'm tempted to do it right now, just to get my mana back. Not being able to go invis would suck, but we're getting... Hold on, I'm going to wear this. Okay, yeah, stat form goes down to 22% with that +9 int. I think we can all agree that's a good idea. Hey bro, I could make $5 whole off of this. Or 10 if I were playing a slightly different combo, but decided to do this instead. The only way anyone would play this version. Yeah, that or they just don't know that there's something better around. Okay. Terrific. Nice. Step from time, we have that again. And that means that my stats have gone up as well. Should have Song of Slaying here. Okay, we're going to try to irradiate. Damn. Do it again. Okay, that's not bad. Let's get my weapon out. You'll notice we're still using the mace despite being in statue form. We are getting extra damage per hit at least from the from statue form. We're much slower. I would be punching, but our unarmed combat is still only 2.6, so I have a feeling this mace is better for the time being. Perhaps not for long. We have remove curse. We have positive energy, okay. It's just occurred to me that I should be wearing my dex in here. There's no real MR threats. Look at our defense, by the way. This is why I favor statue form so much. My defenses suddenly are good. 32 AC, 24 EV. Potion of Resistance, that's great. Can probably drop the Staff of Wizardry at this point. Drop the brand weapon. Still trying to minimize turns, which is why I'm sort of gingerly walking around with no auto-explore. Nice. Come on, chase stats. We stat form now. Nice. Inner Flame is good. And it also saves turns to the extent that I really should have taken this stuff up to like 5 rather than 3. I should have been using Inner Flame more often this entire game, really. By the way, look at my resistances here. I see a nice big line of green. The only thing we're missing is our core, which is unfortunate, but I can't really complain. I'm not going to bother with the short bow. Much too late to even consider using such a thing. Petrify works great versus orb spiders, like any other hex, really. Amulet of Reflection. Those have been changed in 0.25 to always, I think, be +5. Whoa! It's time. It's time for the Ghost Moth. Now, the sad thing about Ghost Moth's invisibility and spectral weapon is that due to what I believe to be a programming oversight, if I try to attack with my spectral weapon out, it will not hit the invis dude because it does not see invisible, which is a real shame. Ghost Moths have 2 pips of AC, so I don't really want to use Tremor Stones versus him. We got our statue form out. I suppose I could have gone for Blade Hands instead. What I would really like is for him to come next to me. Okay, it's pretty likely that he was going to do that. I wanted him not to steal my mana, so I could irradiate real quick. We're just going to melee him down, and he should die. I mean, we just got a 2 exclamation point bludgeon on him. Yeah, easy enough. Stat form increases damage quite a bit. By 50%, in fact. But the real goal with stat form, of course, is to... Oh shit, I got paralyzed. What's stat form so that can't happen? The real goal with stat form, of course, is to just not take damage. Whoa! Hello. Hello, Sudden Donald. We have a net that would invalidate his kite shield. I think the first thing we want to do probably is irradiate and see how much damage we're taking. If he hastes, I can always start slouching. His AC is reduced, but not enough for me to feel real good about just swinging right now, or especially not good enough for me to want to Tremor Stones him. I think I am going to take the time to use a net, although I almost want to... Damn it, I want to save the net for TRJ. Also, I screwed up. I should have taken the time to grab all the nets from Shoals 4. Huge mistake. Huge mistake. We're going to Spectral Weapon. We're going to try to hit him and kill him. Yeah, we're doing a lot of damage. Yeah, we just crush him. Good. Ouch. Big ouchies. Okay. We'll walk around a bit. I may take the time to walk all the way back to Shoals 4, which is going to be a time loss of like 300-ish turns, I would estimate, but probably completely worth having the extra nets for TRJ. Again, we're not trying to go for world record pace here, we're just trying to get the lowest score in this competition. Feels vaguely bad, unfortunately. I'm a little sloppy on my turn count running, to be honest. I haven't done it in a good long while, and I was never really super serious about it. But it's little things like that that go a long way. Alright, take a step. We've managed to fail to petrify him like 1,000,000 times despite the 63%. So I'm just gonna... There we go. Polymorph him into a Yaktar, apparently. That is a lot of garbage. Okay. Caught him on fire. I could trimmer stones here, I suppose. I think I'd rather inner flame another one of these dudes. Oh, that's great. I could throw a javelin. If I get confused here, it's very bad. It would pretty much necessitate the use of a curing. It's too bad that immunity to poison does not make you immune to the AF confuse. Very frustrating. I think I am going to use the trimmer stones. Yeah, there we go. Too bad I didn't Song of Slaying first. Miscast Irradiate. Okay. We've screwed around here just a bit. Whoa, hello, buddy boy. Okay, he's irradiated. AC is literally nil. We'll just beat his ass. Okay, we're gonna get intelligence. Getting intelligence now. We want our spells firmly online, if possible. Yeah, this was more exploration than I probably needed to do, but again, we're trying to play a little more carefully. Song of Slaying. Sure, I'll Spectral Weapon. Go Staff Form. Nice explosions. Get out of the fire now. Too bad my spell power on Song of Slaying is terrible. Otherwise it might last long enough to be meaningful between fights, you know? I guess redbacks are technically the easiest thing to kill. Interesting. Whoops, I did not mean to use my cure array. I meant to throw one of my many javelins. This is not good. Damn it. Okay, we'll do this. Good, explosion. Good, Tarantellas are dead. As you can see, I'm very nervous about dealing with Tarantellas. Super obnoxious in turn count, due to the fact that you only have so many curing. And just like in the regular game, you know, they're dangerous because they can keep you confused for basically forever if you don't have curing. Only here, that means you lose the run, rather than having to use a bunch of curing, since, you know, you simply run out way sooner. Can identify this right off the ground. It's degen. I saved myself a turn picking it up, because I didn't pick it up. I know behind this door there's Moths of Wrath and all kinds of other crap. What I would really like to do is have full mana before I try for that stuff. Yep. Gonna Song of Slaying, gonna Spectral Weapon, gonna Staff Form. This is why we wanted to have full mana and stat form up, because the Hornet otherwise would be able to make me Make me die. Now, we still have a problem, though, because of this asshole Moth of Wrath. I guess I could Tremor Stones. It's probably the only way to... Of course, it does not kill him, even though it lands like right on top of him. What's our evocations? 5? That probably should have killed him. Oh well. I think we're gonna have to telly. We have a Zerked Emperor Scorpion next to us. If I mean, even with 33 AC, 25 EV, it's just not correct to try to fight this stuff. Yeah, I have to burn a tally. Sucks. Something I can do is... Oh god. That is the worst telly of my life. Okay, telly again. Legitimately the worst telly that could have happened. I think I'm just going to take a step. I could have, I suppose... I could have, like, tried to ninja the rune, but I'm not that crazy. If I was going for world record TC, maybe I would have done that. Bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. Alright, there we go. Guy resisted Petrify like 3 times, just like the other one. What's our unarmed combat at? 4? Not as high as I would like. Uh-oh. No Auralek without stat form. Nice. Okay, let's put out our spectral weapon. And there is the Ghost Moth. So this is the make or break moment. I think we're going to try to enter flame. We do succeed. Excellent. I'm going to lightning rod because I really want this thing dead as fast as possible. Then we're going to lightning rod again and aim for the Emperor Scorpion as well. Take a step back. Oh, this is crap. Am I going to have to use my last telly? That would be unfortunate. I feel like I'm going to drink Invis. I have 3 of them. And I think I have to use a resource to not suck here. We'll even use stabbing, I guess. Try to get some value out of it. Okay. Sure wish Inner Flame didn't cost 3. Hey, that's not bad. That worked out. Yep, that worked out. Let's go statue form, walk on the water. We move at 3.9 speed in the water. True bulk. Although I guess there's nothing left in here. Okay. Not bad. Under 15k for our second rune pickup, which is okay. Not the best, not the worst. We're on track for a sub 40k win, if I want one, I think. Whoa, shit! You miscast Radiate. Adorable. Okay, we've got to just hit this thing until it's dead. And it's dead. Okay. It's very lucky I was able to get stat form off. I was surprised. I was a little bit surprised by that ghost moth. Okay. Is that brilliance? We're not going to bother taking brilliance. It's the sad thing about TC under 0.25 is a lot of the resources have been turned into a joke, which is precisely what brilliance is now. It's unfortunate. Before, it was a wonderful tool for doing things before you necessarily would be able to, you know. Okay, I'm going to stop training hexes and fire, actually. I'm going to keep training conjurations because that's going to be really handy in slime, and I think I'm only going to take unarmed combat to like 5, which sounds weird, but what we're going to do is we're going to punch things that will die easily, and things that won't die easily we're going to irradiate to death. 22 rations is unfortunately going to mean that we're going to probably go low on rations, but what can I do? I am going to take the time, sadly, to go into Shoals 4. It's a pain, but what are you gonna do? It's the nets are just too important. Oh, I see why I didn't. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, whatever, we'll be fine. Oh, we're marked. Oh boy, maybe we're not fine. Oh, there's always that can happen. With 1 telly and 2 cancel. I guess I could take a step up. This stupid Windrake, unfortunately, can just blow me away. Okay. Miscast Inner Flame, god damn it. Slouching. Uh-huh. At least there's a ring here, maybe that'll be a good one. Doubtful. Dubious. By the way, we don't have our MR ring on, so we could get Siren Songed here. We're gonna try not to let that happen, though. It's our last little bit of mana, but this dude is on fire and is going to explode. We have RF plus, and we have 33 AC. And we do have a potion of magic in case I need to get my mana back, so I might just stand in this fire and blast this fella. On the other hand, if I take a step back, that means I can't be attacked by this thing. On the other hand, he's quivering a net, so we need to kill him ASAP. There we go. Still quivering a net. Use lightning rod to take out the siren. Taking a step away. I need to get out of this fire. Now, if I had a little more mana, we would have used Song of Slaying as well. Technically, I could do it now, but it's a little too late, you know? Ring of Evasion. 27 versus 25. Okay. Well, that's a slight benefit. I don't hate it. Get the net that we wanted, at least one. We do not need any enchant weapons, so I'm not going to bother to waste the time picking that up. Oh. Just make sure we didn't miss any potions and scrolls, I guess. Okay. We just found a potion of might. Very nice. This is a shop. Ooh, and a potion of curing. Hey, baby. It was worth it to take the time to look in this little hut. There's an acquirement tier item in each of them, I think. Or there can be. Alright, in this shop, we have a plus invisibility RF plus ring. Could be handy as a swap for the sake of Zot. There's also a magic regen amulet, although I think I'm not taking my faith off as much as I would really favor magic regen and turn count, you know. Like, magic regen is probably hands down the best amulet on almost any TC run. But because we have faith already, I don't want to lose the 2 pips of piety. It's already really questionable what we're doing right now with stat form. If I lose those chase stats from going to 4 pips instead of 6, then we're going to have a serious issue probably with castability. Yep. So it's just a matter of, do I want to buy that ring? Well, our only sources of MR are those 2 rings that we have now. So right now, we don't really want rings, but we may in the future, and I'm really not going to want to walk all the way back down here again. We're about to go into slime. It's going to do no good for me in slime. What's our RF coming from? It's coming from my helmet, and that's all. which is quite nice, you know, quite nice to have that helmet. That +5 sleigh is pretty sick, I have to say, alongside the RF plus RC plus. That was an amazing find. Having another pip would be pretty good. Ideally, by then we have dragon form and we just, you know, we just crush it that way, but it may not happen for me. Probably be the very last thing I buy, though, if I burn my money here. And so, like, the regen is probably the correct thing, because at some point in the ultra late game in Extended, we probably want the magic regen. However, wouldn't hurt just to keep faith on the whole time. Being able to spam out slouches is pretty crazy, even in Extended. Alrighty. We're going to buy the Sea Invisible. That's what we're going to do. So I can have a swap for that. Yeah. And we're going to buy the RF as well. I guess. Okay. What's this now? Wizardry? Nope. Alright, I'm not going to check the other houses. I can't wait to find out that I left a really good artifact on the table there. Alrighty, can this character go ahead and do slime? If I wear both of my MR pluses, 1% confusion gaze, still higher than 0%, which makes me real sad, but I think we're going to have to go for it anyway. If I go stat form, I have RC. Or I could just pop on my Ring of Ice. Yep. 4% irradiate, that's not bad. If we do this slow and steady, we can make it happen. Let's get that third rune, baby. Oh no, that sucks. This would be pretty sweet if the Shining Eye wasn't here, because we would just go blade hands and go to town on this damn thing. The unfortunate fact is, and by the way, I don't have any arrows, so I can't use any sticks to snakes plays. I probably should have grabbed some. The unfortunate fact here is that we have no real way of killing this thing at range. The thing that's going to mutate the crap out of me. I can slouch it once it wakes up. I can tempt Disto and maybe some of this stuff will wake up, but I doubt it. I could try to polymorph it. 8% chance. Petrify's more likely. The only thing I can do is Tremor Stones and hope that it hits it. But I think Tremor Stones is more likely to hit things that are near you. Oh no, it ran over there. Alright. The acid corrodes you. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I guess my AC is still crap, huh? Wait, we don't have our core? Oh, fuck me! Oh, shit! I forgot that Blade Hands melds your gloves. Oh, shit. We could lose. We could totally lose. That's why I'm taking so much damage. Why did I forget that? It's not good. Are we gonna have to step? I think we're gonna have to step. We'd be crushing it otherwise. Whoops. Alright, we have to step. I'm dead. Wow. We failed at 10% or whatever. Well, that happens in TC, but I can't really blame... Can't really blame TC for that. That was a legitimate mistake on my part. Of course, the margin of error is significantly reduced in TC, and of course, if this was not TC, I would not even have been in slime. I would have gone to dungeon. But yeah, no, I forgot that Blade Hands melds gloves, and I guess I probably still would have done. I still would have done slime. I just would have been relying more on irradiate, and I would have not used blade hands. Because without, actually, I would have not had blade hands on. I would not have gone into stat form because I want the arc core, and then I would have just used irradiate to kill this thing, and it would have worked just fine. It only takes 2, 3, maybe 4 at the most castings to kill one of these things. It is a shame that our step from time just straight up failed. The one time that we tried to use it, I think it was, what was it, somewhere from 10 to maybe 19% fail rate. I didn't quite see. It was certainly higher than you really want it to be. But we had reasonable invocations, I think 10. We were on track for a decent score, sub 40k. But yeah, that's TC, man. You make a very slight mistake. What would be a slight mistake in a regular game? You know, like for example, if I had done, I don't think I would have done that mistake in a regular game because I would have not been rushing into slime so early. But let's say for some reason I basically had the exact same sequence of events, I would have simply had more resources in a real game, and I would have probably blinked away from that enemy, or used to heal wounds, or I would have been hasted because I wouldn't be worshipping Chei. There's a lot of things that would have been different if this wasn't TC, but it was TC. It feels bad to miss out on this helmet, man. We really we had halfway decent RNG. I wouldn't say it's like the best RNG that I've had in turn count, but it was pretty good. This relatively early +7 mace was incredible. The helmet was, of course, incredible. Just outrageously good, and the leather armor of +9 int was really good. But yeah, a single mistake in slime can really ruin your run in turn count. Well then, I don't know if I'm gonna try this again. I probably would if this was if this challenge wasn't ending in the next 24 hours. I probably should have played a little bit more before the deadline and gotten this game out of the way first. There's a Tengu. I guess I could try to rush through that. I think we'll make it a short stream tonight, though, and probably call it a night. If only because there's just not that much time to... There's not that much time to finish a run. What a shame. Yeah, no, that was definitely my fault. Wonder how far this could have gotten if I had been a little more careful. I mean, in TC, there's always... You're always running the risk in turn count that you just sort of die instantly regardless of anything. But yeah, this was not really a death that was caused primarily by TC. There's always time to start another run. Well, I'm doing this for a challenge is the thing. Which ends... It's like a miniature tournament. Not the .25 official tournament, but something called Weekly Dungeons. and the deadline for it is in 24 hours. So unless I were to marathon a game, I anticipate that like a turn count 15 rune probably takes me like 8 solid hours of playtime to complete, just because like one, I'm a relatively slow player, and two, if you're playing turn count, there's no real playing fast on turn count unless you're really, really used to it. I bet somebody like Saphir or Forthara could do it, but for me, I have to kind of think about almost every single move, because as soon as I start moving really quickly, you know, I start doing things a little inexpertly, and then you're shaving. You're not, instead of shaving turns off, you're adding turns because you're going too far down hallways and you're not moving quite perfectly, and you're adding turns here and there. So you do really want to pay attention to each and every move, which is what makes turn count so painstaking to play. It's one of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of it, even though I like competing for the high scores and whatnot, but the actual process of winning the games is a little frustrating. A lot more so than playing for win rate, if only because when you play for win rate, you know, there's just a lot more resources to work with. It feels a lot less RNG heavy. Anyway, moral of the story, blade hands melds gloves, and if you're relying on our core from your gloves, don't cast blade hands, yeah? That's gonna be it for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.